Strong. I rock it with on a surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Strong. Gotta get paid. Go on till I'm 6 feet. For pocket full on repeat. I rock it with on a surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Strong. Gotta get paid. Go on till I'm 6 feet. For pocket full on repeat. Strong, pocket full on repeat. Gotta count up and up and down. Picture throw about 100 miles. That room can't miss now. Spinning tall with it always on go. Taking me to pin town. P.O. said slow down, so I come away and I skip town. 16 was on underage, there's 12 jurors in a mistrial. They seen I was underpaid, said you wide, no 10 tile. I need like a man, even if your eyes don't dare to me. Touchdown like I had a 6 with a shimmy, nigga, that's a talk fool. Don't be worried about what's wrong, dude. Do you and I'm a do I. So the boy got a paint job with a clip coat and some fall guy. The girlfriend need a trigger beat, I was fresh meat, no big five. Kimmy went and Beyonce put a ring on it in a lunch line. Head coach and I'm on the court. Referee and I'm shooting three. Put sweat in it to the green. So my water I can barely breathe. Kelly Slater with the board flip. Push it up when the chorus hit. Violins in a bell tip. Open up, let me splash it. On a surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Strong, gotta get paid. Go on till I'm 6 feet. For pocket full on repeat. I ride it with. On a surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Strong, gotta get paid. Go on till I'm 6 feet. For pocket full on repeat. Strong, second round of the fight, something ain't right. Gotta do my work. You walking through the air, no night flight. There was some people. Got one life to live, and I put 15 on all the hit the ground. Running rabbit fast to you, same ball. Don't like 2 finger signs so far, I can't be taught. 9 inch crunch time, and I send it home like a walk off. AMG on steroids, get the flex one with a nightmare. Coming full force, no one, just know I don't fight fair. Good flight, no flight fair. Hot rounds out of hot barrel. Put the mic in the head, lock into them tap, 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 tap there. Short SCPR. What the hell are he weak for? Took him to the water with him up. Time for you a lifeguard. I'm an old damn lifeguard. Ben dance with a wrist sharp. Light show me once hard. Get skatebooks and I count cards. Play my hand for the W. Time told about who is who. Lately on this, who is who? I'm on the surfboard. I'm on the Stroud.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Welcome to Hood Talk. This is your boy, Mr. Know-It-All, and I'm here with the lovely big Miss Bella. Need to get this show started. Go and tell them what we talking about tonight, or me talking about, or whatever, how we talking.
Well, hello, everybody. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to Marcus Honeysucker on YouTube and Mr. Know-It-All on Facebook. If you want to send him some love,
And
there's the information.
Don't forget
It's
to share.
how?
Go ahead.
It's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. But again, while he trying to do my role, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing.
All right. Let's
Excited, ready to get in this subject, and that's what it is.
Well,
We want to know tonight, like, why is 50 Cent and other black people supporting Trump? Why are so many Americans supporting Trump? All different colors, races, creed. Why is this happening? We want to know about it. We're talking about it.
I think it's to me. I think people miss almost the 90s. Miss yesteryear a little bit. Miss when people prayed in school and people wasn't that bad. People didn't have tattoos and guns at school. People had common courtesy for folks. The world going crazy. And I think it's going crazy. It's not because I'm a very spiritual, I believe in God, but I don't go to church and all that good stuff. But I think people want to get back to a place where people care about something. And I think we lost it somewhere down the line as we just everybody do us. Like I think when we started doing like Democrats, it's like this had be if you trying to solve everybody problems, soon you don't solve nobody problem because you try to cater to everybody and everybody can't be catered to. We see it don't work. Everybody doing them. Everybody trying to be independent. Only way the world works is people work together. And I think we lost it. We lost respect for men. We lost respect for family. We lost respect for God, religion, a lot of stuff that turned all us into a different way. Um,
Mm.
a not caring way, a kind of way like everybody's seeing. So, hey, long as I pray about it tomorrow, it'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? We in that type of role right now. And I remember when I used to go to school back in the day and everybody prayed and, you know, everybody wasn't radical. Everybody wasn't off doing their own thing. People was kind of like into something. Everybody had
Mhm.
like a common goal in a way, how they wanted to live. Like, you remember when you went to school and they asked you what you wanted to be, and everybody said fireman, police officer, this and that, nurse. You know what I'm saying? Now people be talking about, oh yeah, I want to be a cackle lackle wacko dackle. Where you
Not
find that at?
exactly.
Where you find that at? Oh, it makes $300,000 a year. Uh, who told you gonna go to school that long to make 300,000? Because usually these places that they be talking about, you had to go to school for 8 to 10 years before you even. Some of these folks barely got out of school in high school, and now they thinking they supposed to be getting 200, $300,000 job like they ever had this kind of drive. So I think one thing, if you get back to a way of you know back then where you cared about something more than money, I think we'll get back to the basics where everybody ain't looking at everybody and what they got and what can they give me. And then it'll
Right.
back to a more simpler living. People don't go, just don't have time to go fishing, chill, sit back. Like back in the day, you used to ride down there, everybody fishing, everybody bike riding. You look outside, all the kids out there playing, and this. Now we got it where we can't even let our kids come out and play, and we act like religion. All these major cities got more churches than any rural town. Rural town probably got one church in that thing. We got two churches on every city block, and we the worst. We the worst thing of the worst in the inner city. So what that's telling you, whatever we doing ain't working. Whatever
That's
we
what
doing
it
ain't
seems
working.
like.
So that means the only way, if you looking at it now, whatever we doing ain't working. That means where did we stray off that it stopped working? And this whole individual area, everybody be like, oh, what you want to do for a while? I want to just watch the stars. That shit don't pay money.
Mm-mm.
Unless you a damn scientist that know how to damn near see through planets, and half of them, hell, they got to go through NASA training and all this other stuff before they even get to that. I mean, people want to do stuff that you know a lot of people believe anything you love to do, you can make money doing it. Not really. Anything you're good at doing, you can make money doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because hell, I wish I was an artist. Can I be one? Probably not. Man,
Always.
I ain't got the hand for it. What's up, Miss Peterson up in the house? Big Angie up in this thing.
Hello.
Yeah. But you feel what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
sometimes we got to look at it, and I think it's more than just any kind of political thing. I think it's more than that. I think it's more like a old normalcy of life, a old life where people used to could keep the doors open. You remember them when we used to keep our doors open, run in and out the house and this and that, and you know,
Mhm.
it's like you get rid of crack and it still works out here. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
Lord.
No, I'm just saying you get rid of some things. You think life supposed to get better for us around here, and it's still the same old struggle. And
Mhm.
the struggle is we ain't teaching our kids at an early age to do something different. We ain't teaching our kids saying go do technology and other little things. You feel what I'm saying? Like we stuck in this same
A cycle.
third grade learning. Oh, just go to school and you can make it, and you can know. You need much more than school. You need drive. A lot of people went to school, they ain't doing nothing with themselves. You know what I'm saying? You need drive. You need discipline. You know, blacks don't like discipline. They don't like not being able to get high every day, not be able to get drunk every day. People wanna people. You remember that old thing? You want your cake and eat it too. You
Mhm.
see when you eat too many sweets, you get cavities. And that's what America got right now. We got a big old cavity because we've been eating a good life. We've been eating too many sweets. We've been doing everything that's good for us, and we forgot you got to have a balance. You got to
Right.
do other stuff. Got to get down and dirty to
To do it.
to one day you can look back and say, "Yeah, I did all this to get here." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people want to get there. See, the young people be, oh, all I need is a dream to get there. No, you need hard work, dedication, discipline, and whole lot of other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is what I think this whole year is about. It's about one side trying to make it global, another side trying to put us first, trying to put it back to where we need to get our own roads fixed. We need to get our own houses and bridges built instead of sending all these billions and billions of dollars overseas for somebody else to redo their buildings and our stuff looking like boo boo. You
Mhm.
go to oil places like Saudi Arabia and stuff like that. They building towers. They got low crime. They got no crime in Saudi Arabia. You know why? Because they got discipline. You get punished if you do stuff over there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You can't even go around hollering at people. That's a crime. Do you know how if we just made that a law, how many stuff would change over here? If we just made it a law that you can't holler at people in public. I'm just saying, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's different all over the world, but we got most jails, most people incarcerated from all over the world. We talk all this stuff about some of the prisons and some of these places, but if you gather all these prisoners up from all over the world, and we still got them beat in America.
Yeah.
So I think we doing stuff right, and we might have a level of freedom, but freedom comes with a desire to try to get it right.
Yeah.
That's when you've been going down the wrong way for so long. We've been going down the wrong way.
I agree.
So um so I want to ask people, what do they think about 50 Cent And what's her name? Amber
Amber.
Rose.
Hmm.
I think I put that up. Let me see. I think I put that up right under there. Yeah. Boom.
So why is 50 Cent and Amber Rose changing their minds about Donald Trump? And can you can you say we've been lied to?
Yeah. I, me myself, this probably the only thing that I kind of dislike about us as a country. It's hard for us to let go. You know, I think sometimes we've been doing something for so long. It's just like a dude in the streets, dude like a dude going to the club, like a person going to their favorite spot for years and years and years. It's like when I was telling you about how you used to go to the club and then you can go back to the same club 5, 10 years later and see the same people in some of the same little spots in the same little club. And it's hard for us to let go. And it's hard for us to let go the hate that people can just tell black folks just about anything about anybody. And we'll condemn them first. We one of the
So,
few people that will, somebody said, oh, Uncle such and such did this to Bobby Sue. What? Oh, hell no. This and
mm,
that, that. They ain't went and tried to find out the truth or did any kind of research to try to find if it's true or not. Once somebody tell us something, it's
we
it's
run with it.
I run with it because I'm gonna tell you this. I was somewhere talking and I was telling jokers yeah, the dude dude RIP dude named Chill died. So people started thinking it was Chill Will from South Jackson that used to have Plan B. Shouts out to Chill Will. He's still around here. He got the what's that by Jackson State? The
Sweet spot.
Sweet Spot. So people thought it was, him. They were like, "Oh my God, oh my God!" I was like, "No, it's not him." Oh no, this what wasn't they told me it? I said, "No, it's not him." And I had to actually tell the person 5, 6 times that it's not him. This man online right now. You can go to his page or whatever, whatever. And it took them 5, 6, 7 times just to not believe that it wasn't him. I was like, it's a whole nother thing. It's the same thing when, people said back in the day that something had happened to Batman. It was like 2 or 3 Batmans at one time around here. People don't know. Just like it been a bunch of big boys around here, a bunch of blacks around here, a bunch of, you know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Mm.
there's a lot of people got the same nickname. You know what I'm saying? And just like they call this dude little knucklehead, there's somebody else little knucklehead across town too. I mean, what I'm saying is people don't understand that, once once people get in their head about something, it's hard to what's not, even when the machine is behind them. You know what I'm saying? Read that.
So they knew Trump wasn't right, but they chose to support him. Now he can't hide his demonic manner. Now they want no parts. A case of follow the leader.
I don't understand what you're saying. I want you to explain that. And you said they knew Trump wasn't right, but they choose to support him. And now he's, well, what it is Let me tell you something about this answer. What we've been saying all along is politicians lie. We've been saying this for years. And the oldest politician that ever been in office is Mr. Biden. And he been in there since 1971, 72, whatever. So all I'm saying is politicians, we've been listening to it. All we said all our life, all this time, they be lying, they be this and that, they be going at each other. You know what I'm saying? Then they get in the room, they go out to eat together, they go out and have dinner with each other, and they laugh about this stuff after they get off the camera. And we don't even see this, that it's like a battle with them. Oh, we throw mud on you, you throw mud on us, and who come out swinging? Because guess what? We hear about this all the time. People throw mud at each other. And they think, how you think Miss Lady became vice president? What's her name? Our vice
Kamala,
Kamala.
Kamala Harris.
Okay, she was throwing mud at Biden. And you can look up the interview with them at the presidential election. She calling Joe Biden racist and all kind of things. Okay, but then she become the VP after they get through throwing their mud and all that type of stuff. After they said, "Oh, she was gonna raw and she'll be a good person on your team." So they join forces and they go out here and and now she been, oh yes, uh, 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 Biden is the best thing that ever since sliced cheese. I mean, that's what they do. That's what they do. They change color. They throw it. They throw it. They throw it. And as soon as the same people that been throwing mud, they get on stage, throw mud at each other. Then after that, after the Republican thing over with, they be talking about who gonna be the vice president. You know what I'm saying? And the same person that threw mud at them sometimes be on their side. It's the same thing with the with with what's the name nominee now with Donald Trump vice president nominee. Him went head to head. They wasn't looking eye to eye. Last 2020 when the last election, they was going at it. And now all of a sudden they on the same team now. This is how politics is. You know what I'm saying? They get out here. It's just like a fight. Like say if you got two wrestlers that's there's 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 good and bad. I remember when Hulk Hogan was the good guy for so long, this and that. Then they made a new world order tag team thing, and then Hulk Hogan became a member. He darked his beard down there black or some kind of thing, and then he became the bad guy for a minute, and he reinvented himself. You feel me?
Hmm.
And then all of a sudden, he was the most popular bad guy around here. This is what these politicians do. They lie for a living. They talk. They run their mouth. They say what all they want to say. And next thing you know, they out to dinner with each other. They in the office negotiating with each other, trying to work out a plan. Oh, they wait till they lock the whole system out or lock the whole system down. And they say, oh, whoa, whoa, we went a little far. Let's go in this room and get this stuff together, and we're gonna come out. We'll have y'all ready by the end of the day. And they go out,
Hmm.
they go work some stuff out. Next thing you know, the government back open. Because this is how they play the game. Give me some, I give you some. Give me some, I'll give you some. This is how they play the game. It's a game to them. They laughing. They friends. They ain't what. Soon as Donald Trump got shot at, whoa. Hey, let's stop this shooting stuff now. Because they realize they politicians too. People start shooting us, then all of us in danger because I want to be able to go to the store. You know what I'm saying? Like these people got regular lives too. People don't want to be cooped up in the house because politicians used to be heard a lot and not seen just in these little states. But now, because of the internet, they can be thrown all over the place. You know, people
Mm-hmm.
they can be, they can go from being nobody because everybody know them. So they have to be very careful just being out there because it's somebody just because they know you're a politician or know you somebody. It's the same reason that rappers and stuff like that, when they go to different cities, they got to move with security. And they
Yeah.
got to hire security to walk them around and stuff like that because once you get another level, then just like Shannon Sharp said, everybody after. Till he did that Cat Williams interview, he was nobody. Now everybody know you, everybody after.
Mm-hmm.
You don't.
Everyone knows what Trump has done, but choose to back him. Not everyone going against him because certain characteristics are showing.
Okay, let's go.
So a lie doesn't care who tell it. If your mouth works, you're capable of lying, period, no matter what your position is or who you are.
Right. And I agree. And just like we saying Donald Trump lied, Biden done lied, and all these politicians done lied, and all us have lied. So I'm sitting up here saying just because one person got a camera in their face most of their life, and you can kind of catch most of their lies that they might say from time to time, you know what I'm saying? Even if they able to go back and try to change their statement or pull their statement back, it don't stop this that it from being out there. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like once you get it out there, it's the same thing when you're around. Once you say something, it's in the world forever. And that's why the same thing I tell people about putting certain stuff on the internet. If you want to be seen in a certain kind of way one day, if you want to be, you remember I used to say, if you want to be somebody one day, stop putting all your stuff out here because the same thing you putting out here, that's what they're gonna use against you once you try to be somebody. Like the person that feel like they ain't nobody now, and they rolling up blunts on the internet and blowing and got guns all in the lap and all up in the. Oh, as soon as you start trying to do something, you know what they gonna do? Go back to your pistol. Oh, this the person that y'all want leading y'all? The dude with the AK laid across his lap. Oh, the dude with the big old plate in his lap rolling blunts and stuff.
Yeah.
The woman that's shaking her ass in the camera with thongs on. This who y'all want to what's the name? See, people, what us people, we don't realize this when we go up on life and we just go to doing stuff and we just start to really putting stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we put stuff out there and we don't realize how bad we making ourselves look or anything. You know what I'm saying? A lot
Yeah.
of times we don't realize that. We look around and we say, "Oh, man, there ain't nothing that I'm putting this on here." You know, I just bought me a new gun. Why you got to show the internet you got a new gun? The whole thing of having a new gun is not to let nobody know it. So if somebody sneak up on you, they know you got a new gun. Yeah. You walk up on me, I got this in my purse. I'm gonna pop a cap in the motherfucker. If I walk up to you and I plan on robbing you, I put a gun to your head, you gonna give me your purse and your gun that's in
Yeah.
it. So I mean, I don't understand when these people do this because it's the same thing when I look at I remember I think that was Menace. I think it might have been Menace to Society when the dude was like, I'm not going out like no B. And he had a gun right there beside him. You know what I'm saying? But the dude sitting in his window with a gun sitting right here on his head talking about give it up. Give up your car, get out. This and that. And dude didn't want to get out. He said he told the partner, get out the car. And the partner got out the car and then he tried to up the thing and then got both of them shot. But it's a simple fact. When people got ups on you, this ain't no wild, wild west movie. This
Mhm.
ain't This ain't no thing. You know how people be watching the internet and just go grab the pistol and take it from them and knock them across the head and all that. It don't take but you doing this to be dead. That's all it takes. Hit pow. That's all it takes. Hit pow. Ask people that been in the car and the police tell them to be the fuck still, and they steady trying to find their phone and everything, and you steady moving. When a policeman tell you to be still in the car, you need to be still because he will shoot you.
Yeah, just like that.
Because I don't care what nobody say. When the police came up in my car, I knew how to put my hands on the steering wheel or out the window or whatever and be still. And it'll save my life. I ain't never been shot at by no cop or nothing because I know how to be still. You know what I'm saying?
You better learn.
Yeah. So, people got to realize that. Read them.
So, but real talk, bro, the popular people, as we call it, the wrong throwing sex parties, scamming, and etc. They just be in position to hide it until the big wigs get tired of keeping your secrets.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. It's just like anything. And when you say it like that, you make me think about P. Diddy. And that probably just about what you was talking about. See, I'm gonna tell you something about stuff like that. It's just like anything. When you think you get too big for your britches, because that's what they used to call it back in the day, somebody can put anybody in their place.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what happens a lot of times, even when dudes out here, even if society, if you look on a movie, regular society, whatever, and when the crime dude that doing the crime, when he feel like he done lost respect for the police or whatever, what the police do? Oh, it's time to get rid of him.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find us somebody else. We'll find another drug kingpin to do it. And we just got through watching Ghost. We just found out that the little police officer that act like he cleaning up the city, he killed the other dudes and letting Mary J. Blige, running the place, but he just want his cut off of it. Because he said y'all like cockroaches. You can't get rid of you, so you might as well get the ones that you can halfway control and that'll do right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that. If you ain't controllable, see what happened with P. Diddy. He thought you get a billionaire, he start getting money. Same thing that happened to Kanye. You get a little money, get a billionaire. Same thing that happened to Bill Cosby. I mean, once you get so much money and then you try to flip on the system and act like they ain't big enough to bring you to your knees, you're lying to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? Whoever paid you got way more money than you. See, people don't realize, oh yeah, it's billionaires out there, but it's also trillionaires out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
they
so
will.
whoever pay you, it's same thing. Shaq and all them know how to be quiet. They go so far and they come on back down because they all know that even though they get on there and do their thing and this and that, if they go too far to the left or too far to the right, somebody gonna straighten them up and put them right there back there where they was. Long time gonna strip them of all their money. You see, just like they trying to do Donald Trump. That's how Donald Trump know what's going on. All of a sudden they start trying to charge him 494 million. Have you ever heard anybody who wasn't a criminal, didn't kill nobody, nothing, getting charged? They just want 475 million from you. Some other lady just sued you for 91 million you ain't never met. How they do stuff like that? You feel me? And win. And go to the courts and win. Pow. People don't
Mm.
even understand. People don't even look at stuff like this. And this is what I'm telling people all the time. That's why I be trying to tell black people. You got to understand, once they can't control you, that's when you start having problems out of them. That's when they see Donald Trump got on stage and he when he on his first debate, he told you how he know how all these dudes take money. Cause I'm the one with paying half of them. He said, I done paid you, I done paid you. He even gave Biden some money before. He told all of them up there on the stage. See, the first one he ran through all of them, and that's how he looked up and got in there. But once he got up in there and they see how he exposed all them, because we wanted somebody different. That's how Donald Trump slicked up and got up in there. Everybody wanted somebody different. So, so when you flip and you get somebody different, and then okay, the other people get mad, the real politicians that he done canceled out and talked about and all that, and all of them get together and say, hey man, we got to get this dude out of here, man. We're gonna say whatever we gotta say, get this dude up out of here. Oh, and then they go all the way to the left. Oh Lord, it will never be an election. You know, you can't run but 4 years. People don't realize he ain't got but 4 years. He can be president. 2028, if he like it or not, he gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't even understand. It's just a 4-year term. Oh, you'll never have a different president. Oh, they go all over. Oh, this is a life or death situation. You don't even know how bad it is because they want to win so bad, and they've been lying so hard for so long to try to do whatever to sway the votes. They've been doing this forever. So all I'm saying is we just got to realize that politicians been lying to us all that. What have happened good in Jackson since we've been talking about all these Democrats and everybody. We've been talking about all these folks, these councilmen, everybody who over Jackson. We've been talking about anybody that get in office. We ain't got no streets done. As soon as they get the streets done, then we want it done too fast. Now they ain't even redid the pipes under the streets. They just put some new streets over. It's just like patching you up when you get shot with a bullet, putting a patch over, but don't take the bullet out of nothing. It don't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And we're doing a lot of shit don't make sense because we just putting patches over stuff instead of doing stuff the right way. So I feel like this stuff here is about getting back to the roots, fixing what's wrong inside us, then making it, making everything right again. You got to fix what's broken in us. The broken is belief, Lord, family, all this. All this stuff is broken. We don't have no traditional values no more. People just get rid of now. You know what people care about more? Twerking, smoking. People go to the store just to buy a beer and cigars. That's it.
Mm.
Cigarettes. That's just about all they sell is cigarettes, snacks, and beer and liquor. The whole thing. I remember back in the day, there used to be a little section of beer. You remember back in the day when you went to the store, it was a little bitty section of beer, by Budweiser, this and that, about 3 little slices of beer or something. Then if you went to to get a cigar, it wasn't nothing but Swiss Sweet. It wasn't all these 18,000 cigars. You look all the way across, and now you got the green apples, the wrap, the what's name? And this thing is 85 ways to get you high now.
Oh Lord.
I'm just saying. You feel what I'm saying? Like you go to a store now it's like you just looking at a place. How should I get high today? You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? because the whole store is nothing but cigars all around there. The grape, apple, cherry, berry, this and that. Every flavor that you want to smoke on, there it is, right there. Every kind of drink you want, every kind of every from lemonade liquor to hunch punch liquor to every little wine.
The hunch punch.
This though, huh?
I said not the hunch punch.
Yeah, Jack Daniels got the hunch punch.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, and they got all these different things. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we done reduced ourselves to, like that, and eating a bag of skins or some chips that ain't no good for. We know it don't have no nutritional value because once you fry anything hard like that, you fry all the nutritional value out of it anyway. So everything that we go for now, French fries, burgers, I mean a lot of fried foods and stuff like this,
Quick food.
is all the nutrients are gone in it. You feel what I'm saying? You go
Yeah.
to the store, ain't nothing healthy. You had to go to a special store to catch one that got some great fruits or something like that. You really got to go to North Jackson or Madison to get. I mean, because they know you don't even want that in the hood, so they don't even sell it. I see they only sell stuff that they know people will buy, and
Mm-hmm.
since a lot of people don't buy eat healthy in the hood, they don't sell it. They sell cookies and creams and stuff like that. All the little quick snacks you want, oatmeal pies, everything that's bad for you. Everything that got us being the biggest state in Mississippi.
Sad, but it's so.
Yep. Got diabetes running around here like it's crazy. Everybody, what's not? I mean, and guess what? We steady cook the BS, the macaroni and cheese, the fried chicken, the stuff that ain't no good for us. You know what I'm saying? We steady what's not all the extra pasta, the extra rice, the extra, what's not. We steady eating this stuff that's tearing us up. Back then, when we came up, we had to eat our vegetables before we even can have some sweet.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta finish them vegetables. Mom didn't even cut the pie until you finish your vegetables. If you finish your once you finish your vegetables, you can have some dessert. See now, it's children eating dessert, not even eating nothing else, not even eating the food. That's all they want. Yeah, what you want? Some pie. That's all they want. You feel what I'm saying? Cause you skipping past the nutrition and going straight to the BS. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay, okay. Bam.
So, did the shooting change the 45th president?
Yeah. Do we think the shooting made the president a better person? You know.
A more cautious person, if anything.
But guess what?
It should have.
People don't even realize Trump. We ain't heard Trump say a word since he been shot. You feel,
Grace.
you feel what I'm saying? Like when have you seen this long Trump go from saying a word and he just waving and hey and this and that? Trump ain't said a word, ain't got on stage and talked about nothing since he been shot. And I
It's,
think I think it's like anything. I remember the first time I got shot. It's a humbling experience. It's a humbling experience just knowing that it can happen to you. It's a humbling experience. A lot of women don't, be really knowing this right, like that. But a lot of men that, been shot and survived, it's a humbling experience being shot. It changes you. It changes you mentally and everything. And sometimes it takes you a little while to get, to get past it. You know what I'm saying? You know, but it can do it can do two things. It can make you a better person, a cautious person, or it can make you a person. This ain't gonna never happen to me again.
I'm not gonna be in this place.
I'm gonna be the aggressor. It can do a couple of things to you. You know what I'm saying? And I think this this shooting showed you something about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if we don't want to, what's the name? It showed you, a joke getting shot and getting up and saying himself, nah, this ain't gonna this ain't gonna work. You ain't gonna do this to me. I'm finna bounce back type thing. Um, but I think it actually it goes both ways sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I just think we have to be kind of we really have to think about how this happened, or really why, and all this. I've been looking at a lot of stuff on how it happened and how the dude got past, and the dude laying on the what's name, and why they didn't shoot him from the door. They said the sniper seen him one time, but when they seen him, they didn't see him with the gun. That's why they didn't shoot. You know what I'm saying? And then they said the FBI agent or whatever went on top of the building, and he turned around. He pulled a gun and showed the gun, and then the FBI agent got back down, fled off the roof, and that's when he aimed his gun and fired. And that's when the snipers, once he started firing, that's when they realized he had a gun and shot back. So it happened very fast. You know, it wasn't like this. All this happening within minutes. A couple minutes. So
Hmm.
yeah, boom.
So Lil Wayne, Kodiak Black, and other pardoned by Trump. The New York Times. There's the link if you want to see it.
Yeah,
You
and
see
and I
these
was just
pardons.
saying,
If you want to see it, just go and research it and check it out.
yeah, I was just saying, like, we always get on Trump, but who do we even know that Biden has ever pardoned? Have you ever heard it? I mean, have you ever heard him pardoning anybody, doing anything, like this here? And we had to, well, that's out there. We haven't had nobody that stood up. I've seen no, maybe Trump might not like criminals or something, or maybe he's not connected to, because a lot of people don't even really remember Trump being on having his own talk show, The Apprentice. A lot of people don't even realize that he had his own talk show. I was talking to somebody today about it. They were like, "What? Yeah, he was on there with Snoop Dogg and the other little black lady. I forgot her name. Um,
Nene
but
Leaks.
huh?
Nene Leaks from
Oh
Atlanta Housewife.
no, that Nene Leaks is new school. That was old school when he was up. It was the other lady. I can't think of her name. It seemed like it started with a C or something.
What was she doing? What happened?
She was on the show with him. She was like his right hand secretary or whatever. Look up the Prentice, because she was the main black lady in there with him, and he used to fire people a lot on the show. his whole thing was like, you fired. He used to fire a lot of people. No, for real. I mean, that's why people think of Trump like an asshole, because if you ain't doing the correct job, he'll fire you. And he'll fire you right then. And like, no, you fired. And it might seem raw, but I mean, I was watching him fire. He was just firing people sometimes. I mean, like if they ain't doing the job, Trump is the kind of person, he wants the job done, want it right, done right.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you look it up? The Apprentice,
Okay, The Apprentice. One of them, I look it up.
huh?
I mean, I don't know what you're saying. Like, what am I looking up?
Yeah, that's the name of the show, The Apprentice.
Okay, so who
With
am I looking up?
with Trump. I forgot to get. Oh, there it is. Big dog just put it up there. Omarosa. Yeah,
Amber Rose.
Amar. I don't know, but that was her name. Yeah, good one. Jacob. Yeah,
Oh, Amaris Newman.
yeah. I remember
Uh,
Omarosa. That's what they used to call Omarosa or something like that.
okay, Newman. Okay, that lady.
Yeah. So yeah. So
I didn't know she was on The Apprentice.
yeah, he used to fire people. He had black people around him all day, Snoop Dogg and all that, Tiger Woods. They ain't call him a racist none that time when all these folks was on the show and everything. I mean, everybody was talking about they wanted he was in every rap song. They wanted money like Trump and all that old type of stuff. But soon as he ran for president, they were like, yeah, in 1985. No, it was in 1989. They go all the way back to the five boys that got locked up. Yep. That, you know, probably shouldn't have been out there.
That's what I was thinking about, Joe. I was thinking about Claudia. Oh, yeah, that's her name. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. I guess Omarosa was her stage name or something or whatever on the show.
No, those are two different people.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, Snoop Dogg was on the show and everything, man. They had all that
I
type of
guess I
stuff.
never watched that, so got to do
Yeah, I
better.
watched a lot of television, so you know what I'm saying. Like that's why when I go back, uh, let me tell you something. Donald Trump used to be on Saturday Night Live and all these little shows. Yeah, they used to they made jokes about him. He made jokes and stuff. Man, Trump was everywhere at one time. He was on the Oprah Winfrey show. Oprah Winfrey used to be his road dog, used to hang with him and everything. Yeah. As soon as he ran for president, she ain't want nothing to do with him no more. I'm telling you, the powers that be tell you, hey, who you can support, who you can't support. Just like when they stopped Oprah from building schools over here, but they let her go to Africa and build a school. Come on now, make it make sense. She couldn't do nothing but build a couple of houses in Jackson on one street here, but she can go down there and build a whole village
Oh no.
and a school. You know
Oh
what I'm saying? But they wouldn't even let her spend her money down here. They let them know what they can do and what they can't do. You feel me? And see what happened with Donald Trump. He started, just like a lot of millionaires, he started saying, "Hey, I'm gonna do what I want to do." And they was trying to put him, but see, just like anything, when you get rich, you got a lot of rich friends. When you're a billionaire, you got a lot of billionaire friends. You might come at him, but he got a lot of bag up. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's somebody where, right now, because Donald Trump, he ain't like Donald Trump lost. He had to put his money away and give it to some of his children, put it in other people's name because he did that because he couldn't have that certain kind of income getting the president income.
So you just say he had to put it in somebody else's name?
Yeah. No, you can't be see, you know what I'm saying? Like foreign stuff, like he had stuff in Russia and all over the world, right? He couldn't have that stuff, connected to him no more because that's a
Well, how
conflict.
do you know this?
It's public record.
Oh,
I do research. I do research. You can Google it up. What he had to do to become president? He had to get rid of all his foreign interests, like everything foreign interests that connect him to China and Russia and all these other places. He had to kill some of them businesses. Yep, and move them to like his children had to run some stuff and other people had, but he couldn't do it. Yeah.
hmm.
So that's why when they come after Trump now, it make it seem like Trump ain't got money, but he got money. He got plenty of money, but it's like it's spread out in stuff he can't touch like that. See, because he just get that president income. What that is, that ain't but what they probably raised it a little bit. What is the president income now? It used to be like 500,000 a year or something. Google it up right quick. What's the president income for a year? Let me see. Good night. Are you looking for it or do I? President income a year. Let's see. 400,000. Yeah, ain't that something?
Quite steep.
You said what?
I said quite steep.
No, that ain't steep. It's most basketball players make more than him.
I just said this is quite steep. That's all I said.
Oh, you talking about the money part or what?
Yeah, that's it.
No, I mean, but they get that for the rest of their rest of their life or whatever. So, hey, if I'm gonna get it for the rest of my life, hey, just like Trump say, he could be out somewhere. That's what's not. You gonna make that, and you still can get whatever you make on the. Oh, dude, the first lady get paid? No, she don't. Nah, she don't get no salary, right? Look, I be looking. Said nah. Yep. And Trump right now is worth $5.4 billion. See that if you listen to them, they be thinking they trying to break somebody. Oh, that's 400 and some $1,000,000. They be trying to act like they breaking them. They ain't breaking them, man. It's just the thing they want to put out because sometimes they want to put stuff out there and make people look bad. Hate to say it. Bam.
So Trump issued a total of 143 pardons during his 4 years in office. One in 2017, six in 2018, eight in 2019, 12 in 2020, and 116 in January of 2021,
Right.
which totals what, 45? Oh,
Yeah.
that's the total for the 45th president. Okay.
Yeah. So, and that's normal for presidents to space it out and give it all when they going out. They do most of it going out. You know.
Yeah, I can see that happening. Rapper 50 Cent says he sees black men identifying with. There's the link if you want to check it out on YouTube. It's part of CBS News.
Right, a month ago. So what people don't realize is 50 Cent a businessman. And sometimes when you ain't a businessman, you don't see it how a businessman was now. See, a lot of people, you know why? I'm gonna tell you why a lot of men recognize more sometimes with the businessman part of it than the man that's just trying to give you something. Because if you just give you something, it's just like if your parents give you a car. Which one are you gonna take more pride in? The one you bought or the one that somebody gave you?
The one you work hard for.
All right. So the one you bought gonna mean more for you than the one that's given to you. And what's happening is we've been given so much stuff, so much free stuff. We just want give me some more, give me some more, give me some more. You feel me?
Hmm.
Other people saying, let's step back and let everybody work for what they get. Let's make it easier for everybody to get what they want. Let's cut the taxes. Let's cut this. Let's cut that. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's make it where we can push more money out here. And then you can do whatever you want. Because you can make money. Because everybody else making money where they can pay you now. You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
So when everybody making money, then that's when the money trickle down. When the big man make money or the big bill, they let you get you a little overtime when they
Hmm.
make money. You know what I'm saying? It trickle down. That like they say, shit always roll down here. So if the big people getting breaks, then they give you a break, and give you a break, and you know what I'm saying? And they
Hmm.
just at work. And it always worked like that. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people act like they got their own companies. And that's the problem. You know, I hate to say it, a lot of us, black people in general, um, we have to make a living off of clocking in, you know,
Yep,
in a job every week, right? So
yep,
when you clock in at a job every week, it's like you're not in control of your destiny. See, it's always somebody over you, and all they gotta do is have a bad day, and it might be your last day.
yep.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't look at that. If you don't control your future, or you don't control, where you headed, it's somebody over you, and all it takes is them to have a bad day or this and that.
And
That's
just
why
give
I
it up.
always that's why I always preach for people to save their money, people to try to buy something, people to try to own something, and have something to the side or to the back when shit roll downhill, that you'll be good. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And sometimes we don't, and that goes for all my friends that I've been around. First thing I told them, man, get your business. Oh, do this. I help you do that. Boom, 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 boom. Every dude I know that been around me, all of us got our own business, got our own way of living. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what's up. Congratulations.
Yep. Read that.
Jay said it depends on the person. Some people are so appreciative of things they don't deserve or surprised at getting a gift. They treasure a gift more than things they earn or pay for.
Right, right. You know what? And you right in a way, because sometimes people are damn near kill you. Like I remember my daddy buy me a gold chain. And I remember how I used to put that thing on every was man. And I would think, just for somebody threatening to snatch my gold chain off, I remember the rage that used to get into me just because I knew my daddy had gave it to me.
Oh, okay.
You feel what I'm saying? Like people don't realize the treasure or who you got it from sometimes. Like some people got stuff that they got from their grandma before their grandma died, or their mama before their mama died, from they, you know what I'm saying? You got something that you treasure. And you also got something that you might hurt somebody about. You feel what I'm saying? So I
Hmm.
can understand, saying about stuff that people a gift can mean a lot to you.
Yeah.
And I can agree with that. But I still gonna say most stuff you work hard for, you will defend almost to the death. Like it's just like when you buy your first house. Let somebody step in your yard challenge you. You gonna have to get out of this yard with that shit there. You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it's the same thing, and dogs do it all the time. It's called territory. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if something yours, you gonna look at it different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's yours.
All right, come on with it.
Okay, so Trump promised big plans to flip Black and Latino voters. There's a new clip if you want to click on it and research it and listen to it.
Yeah. See what I'm coming with tonight. I'm coming with receipts. So anybody say Trump ain't did that, people ain't did this, all you gotta do is go back and look and hit the link, and you can find out exactly because I'm going down, with all that. Go ahead.
Okay, Jay said, I risked my life defending a necklace my aunt gave me, a gold chain that I fought off four guys and three of them with guns in order to keep that gift.
Right.
And not realizing, what situation you was in. You just knew how sentimental it was to
So
you.
I know exactly how he would talk about it because it was the same
Right.
thing with me. It was a herringbone. And guess what? It's the only herringbone I have ever owned. I didn't buy no herringbone after that. I always bought link chains and stuff like that after that, and ropes. I didn't. The only herringbone I have ever owned was the one that my daddy bought me. And
Hmm.
uh, and I remember a girl got mad at me and broke it off my neck.
Oh, wow.
So after that, I kept the chain, put it up, but I never wore it again like that. You know,
It was special.
yeah. Try to get it fixed, but herringbones don't look right once you get it fixed.
It's not the same momentum.
But see, that's why I went with the links because once you do a herringbone and you fix it, you get somebody to fix it. It look like it's welded together. You know what I'm saying? It don't
Yeah.
look the same. It just didn't. But see, links can be fixed better. You can go and get your links and stuff done better. So that's why I got out of that one now.
Hmm.
But you didn't know that, did you?
Nope.
But
You
um,
just learned tonight.
but Trump plan big plans to flip black folks and Latino voters. Look out now. Bam, hit a note.
So, President Trump policies have delivered for the Black. The American Presidency Project. There's the link. Click on it, copy, paste it, look it up, and you can read that information for yourself.
Okay. And here go the next
So, President Trump signed the historic First Step Act into law. 90% of those who have had their sentences reduced are Black Americans first.
And one of them is my partner that's coming home this year. So
Well,
it is.
hallelujah.
That first step act was a monster. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
people don't realize how many people, that was doing so much time that wasn't violent crimes or
Wasn't even violent or didn't do no menace to society.
like,
Yeah.
and they, it's like we started getting what they call it, blue collar crime.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Jay said Trump's desperate. He's out here faking assassination attempts, thinking it's gonna give him the edge.
So I guess
I don't know because if he turned his head right, it was gonna be terrible. So I don't
yeah.
think that was
And
fake assassination attempt. I think actually it probably happened, and
and
I
we got
think
we got to be have the respect for the dead too, because somebody did die in that,
yeah,
and a man protecting his family,
yeah,
um, covering over his family, and he got shot in the head when he covering over his family.
yeah.
So we
People
got
lost their lives, so I just
we got.
can't think it's just his attempt.
I'm gonna tell you what we got to stop doing. We got to stop comparing this stuff to movies. We see so many movies, and they got these fake attempts and all these FBI's, and I'm gonna tell you another thing. People don't watch that thing called a Blacklist. I was watching that one time. It's a series called a Blacklist, and
Hmm.
it's this white dude, and he like he used to be a super criminal, and like he know everything that's going on, the assassination attempts and everything that's going on. And I watched it because I seen my mama watching it, and we just don't understand how much stuff is going on with uh just around what people making up. And all these movies that come out, pow, 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 all year, they make all these movies and they get our head clouded like this stuff happens in real life. And we got to get back to these are movies. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And and he does say, oh man, y'all fair for it, man. You know what? I I I hate you feel like that, Jay, but we're gonna disagree on this one because even if you feel like a lot of people want their privacy with their family and stuff, especially when it's fresh like that, you know, um, I wouldn't wish that on nobody, and that's why I didn't even play with that. See, I truly and honestly, because think about if that was your family and people out here talking about this fake and this and that, and you got to think about it. It's a wife out there that lost her husband and this and that. I mean, the man was on there that did CPR to the dude. This white guy, they had him on film, or he was a medic or
He's a
whatever.
doctor or something, wasn't he?
He did what he said. He worked for the ambulance or something.
AMR like stuff.
Something like that, and he came over there and tried to get the man breathing right and holding it, and he was saying when he raised it up, his whole face was covered with blood and all that, and he had blood all over his shirt when he was doing the interview too.
And then you got to think those things bother you emotionally,
Right,
especially if the person didn't make it.
right. So I don't like to substitute real life like it was fake. See, just because we know it happened in real life, that's why we shouldn't be saying it's fake. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when Michael Jackson had them concerts and then the people went crazy and just ran over each other and killed, like I think 3, 4 people died at one of his concerts. At Michael Jackson concert. You know, we don't even look at stuff
like
like that. That
stampede.
stuff, yeah, like stuff like that actually happens. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I wouldn't, I wouldn't, I wouldn't, I wouldn't, I wouldn't. Go ahead.
Jay said, if that really happened, it would be all on the news network continuously, nonstop. You wouldn't be able to miss it.
It
And it
has,
has.
it has been
Oh,
on.
so yeah,
But
it
I'm gonna
has.
tell you, this what
If
he
it
don't
make Good Morning America, it happened.
right. And listen, and this what you don't realize sometimes. Think about this here. Even crime that doesn't happen in Jackson and crime that happened in Madison. Do you
They
see them
don't post
throwing?
it.
Do you see them throwing they people on the news in Madison all the time? They got to do some egregious stuff that we
Mhm.
know about. That damn, but it's somebody that's prominent or something like that. Because guess what? If somebody was that close behind Trump at a rally, they probably was somebody and
Mhm.
they gonna protect their name, and you'll probably know by the end of the week. But think about this here. How it took all that time for when them people got killed on the helicopter with Kobe. Do you know any of
Mhm.
those names?
No, they didn't bring none of those names up.
I mean, but you gonna say Kobe ain't dead? I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, his daughter dead, he dead, and 7 other passengers on there were dead. But you don't know them the same way. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like that ain't what they do. A lot of people, lot of people want privacy and they ask for privacy, stuff like that. I had a cousin that died, and he was older, and to this day, I don't know what he died from because he didn't want his wife to tell nobody, and she didn't. You know what I'm saying? So you got to respect people how they want to. Some people don't want all that attention to their family and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it is a time of mourning, and it's still fresh. This ain't like this happened. A couple of weeks ago. You know what
It's
I'm
a
saying?
few days ago.
A few days
And it's
ago.
something serious. Rather, however you
Right.
feel about former president,
Right.
you still have to respect whatever they're dealing with, even
And,
himself.
and,
Because I'm sure that this man is thinking like, I'm around here petitioning to be the
and you
next
know what?
person. Wait, hold on. Nope.
Okay,
I'm
go ahead.
around here petitioning to be the next person to cover you as your president. But if I would have done anything different, would that have cost me my life? If anything would have happened any different, would I be dead? So
Right.
he probably in realization, he probably in shock, like thinking like this,
Yeah.
look, almost killed me.
You ain't never seen that man this quiet. And some
Never,
you ain't never
never.
seen Trump this quiet.
No, you
You know
got
what I'm
to
saying?
start with
Like
him.
this
He's gonna
this
bring it
has actually
easily.
changed them. Like it would change anybody.
It would
You
change. It would
know,
change me. I'll
man
be
still
right here
in
still
shock.
thanking God, like, Lord, I thank you for keeping me and
Man,
covering me.
I was I
I
was
don't
just
know what I was saying out my mouth, whether it was good or bad, but you made me do this at the right time and it missed me. Like how they say God blocked it. He didn't let it be so. And that's for anybody, regardless of however anybody may feel about a person that's running for a political position. They choose to do however they want to run, however you feel, whether you feel like it's a plus or a negative, a go or not. I just don't want anybody's life to be affected by a senseless crime like that. That's just like gun violence on the streets that we live in as people.
I want you to read this so I can what's name to that one too.
Jay said, there's no way to hide in today's reality. We are all on the phone. That will be flooding social media right now. I'm ahead of realistic.
Okay. I'm gonna do this. Um Pictures of Trump I seen dudes trying to take pictures of Trump, and that's the media. But let me tell you something. When somebody's shooting and then they getting shot back at and you don't know what the hell going on, Big Dog, everybody was down when that was happening. And let me tell you something. When you go to a place like that and somebody wasn't there, let me tell you something. And I hate to say it, white people have a little more respect for the dead than we do. We go out and people get killed, and we the only people that's at the funeral home kissing on our people, taking selfies and all that, putting it online and this and that. I mean, you don't see white people doing that. You don't see white people taking pictures. Look at Uncle Joe right here. They might do a skit or something, but a real life pictures of somebody listening. We the only people at funerals twerking and rapping and in the church, jumping up and down, talking about our nigga want to go out like that, this thug way and all that. We the only people doing that, man. And to try to compare what a whole rally in Pennsylvania was mostly was white people there, to say that they supposed to be around here like niggas, look what happened. Oh, no, they don't. They don't act the same we act. We more ghetto fied. We more want to slap people. Think about it.
This man said ghetto fight.
Yeah, I mean, we the ones that doing the most. Okay, how often do you, unless you in Las Vegas or Miami, where you seeing white girls when you remember they used to have that white girls going wild or
Yeah,
girls
something like
not
that. Yeah,
girls
yeah.
going wild, girls going wild, all them videos and stuff back in the day. Um, that dude there owned the Dallas Mavericks now.
Oh wow.
That's the dude that owned the Dallas Mavericks.
That did that?
Yeah, he the one that shot all them girls. That's how he made his millions at first. Girls
Oh
Gone Wild thing. Okay, listen, they was in parties and what's names and all that. You feel what I'm saying?
hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, what we got to realize is we done got heartless. We the one making this drill music. We the one running around Chicago shooting our own people up and down the streets, Jackson too. Do you go in Madison? And when the last time you heard of a drive-by in Madison?
Hadn't heard it.
When the last time you heard?
Well,
Uh,
actually, no. Yes, I did last week. Somebody on a motorcycle did a drive-by in Madison.
oh, okay. And then
Yeah.
when the last time you seen somebody run in the store in Madison and
No,
rob somebody
you don't
and
hear it.
stuff like that? You don't hear this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You don't hear it.
Yeah. Okay. What's his name?
Jay said, he said, I got in a fight with a county deputy when Bill Clinton came to Jackson. Took the deputy gun, threw it at the crowd, called the CIA, and they was gonna post me on every major news network in a matter of minutes. That was before smartphone. So how can they stop all the claims? Because it's different now.
Yeah.
There are more.
And then let me tell you another thing. They're doing this thing called fact checking. So if you try to put something on social media now and it's not fact checked or if it's false or something like that, they wiping that stuff out. Like a lot of videos, even back in the day, they didn't took off YouTube. They used to be on YouTube. So it's a lot of stuff, different now. Okay.
Just like that. Stupid. Sold their souls to the end to Christ for cash. Mm, well, that part.
Big Dog said blacks for Trump around this time. Well, people don't realize, guess what? I remember a couple years ago, you wouldn't have heard that. But I remember I knew it was gonna be a change because I remember in 2020 just sitting around talking into some prominent, black people that was, doing good things, working, making good money, and they was telling me how bad it was gonna be if Joe Biden won. And I remember making a post on how the gas was gonna go up on the show. You remember when I said that? I said next year gas gonna be double. You remember that, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
When it was one something. And like I said, I
No, it
went
was
to
still
the
two something.
huh?
It was still two something, but it wasn't as high as it is now.
No, I'm talking about the next year. The next year it
No,
was
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying it was two something.
yeah. All right, go ahead with that.
So blacks need to stop voting Democrats. They've been misleading us for years.
And and that's all I'm saying now. We need to get back to fact checking. See, and then I was sitting there talking to my cousin tonight, and I was like, man, have you? Because he said something about, um, he was saying something about somebody said something about something, and then he was like, oh, they said such and such. I was like, did you fact check the person that said it? Or you just believing them just because they on social media and they just said it. I mean, what we got to stop doing is somebody tell us something just automatic acting like it's true. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if somebody say, oh man, your partner such and such got shot. You know what I'm gonna do first?
Find out if it's true.
Hello? Hey man, you all right? Yeah, man. Oh man, this motherfucker over here lying, man. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they don't even know you know the person like that. You can call them. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like sometimes people be saying stuff about people they don't even know you can reach out and touch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of things. It's just like now. Uh, P Diddy a billionaire, and I'm gonna tell you this, and I ain't gonna say nothing. Just super wrong. When when and if he get past all this, because you got to think about it, everything done died down a little bit on it. He done went quiet and all that, getting his name out the what's name. It's the same thing where we thought Will Smith wasn't gonna never recover. Now he done came out with Bad Boys, what's name. Once you in a certain clique and they know they make money off you, they're gonna try to make money off you again. You know what I'm saying? Like P. Diddy, they gonna make up something where they get the girl or something, and they gonna because you gotta think about it. All she wanted was the money. She ain't came out and said nothing about him yet. That's
Mhm.
everybody else that's throwing him under the bus. You know? Go ahead.
Jay said there are pictures of white people killing innocent black men on trees and a hundred of people enjoying themselves, even a little girl staring in a smile on her face, looking at a lynching. Everybody is tempted of the devil. Of course, we act like an animal because we were treated like animals for hundreds of years. That explains how we act. What's the excuse of people who did this to us that we never did to them?
Yeah. I understand what you're saying, but sometimes we gotta figure out a way to get over trauma because that's what this is. When we when we when we really doing trauma that never really happened to us, because we done made it to a time that most of us that's around here now ain't never seen what we talking about, and
Yeah.
we still killing ourselves. We kill ourselves more than any white people kill us because black men come out here and you go Chicago 1 year, you can go Chicago, Baltimore, and Florida and just get the crime statistics in there in New Orleans. And hell, you got shit. you got enough people being killed by our own people. See, that's why I never really liked that whole Black Lives Matter movement, because you know they was on it when they was like, police killing, black here and there. This,
Hmm. After
but
the Floyd, what's the name?
but
Floyd.
I've never
George
seen
Floyd. George Floyd.
I've never seen them travel to Chicago or something and be uprised about how all the black people killing black people in these cities
Yeah.
and uproar with that. I've never seen them really talk about it because they had a mission, a certain kind of mission, what to do, and now they got all that money and all of them then dispersed and then started making that, the money was all said and gone. They started giving the money to abortion clinics and other type of things like uh you know transgender movements and all kind of stuff.
GB stuff.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
a lot of LBG and it was started. They're talking about Black Lives Matter, but the same thing wanted abortion. So Black lives really didn't matter to them like that. So they was the main culprits out here talking about, you know, uh,
What
uh,
mattered?
bees and abortions. So I really didn't have a lot of respect for that. All right, come on with the
Maximus said it's been a high time for people of color to get off the Democratic plantation
yeah. And I agree. We've been on it so long.
for a long time.
Been on it so
And
long.
and the reason why, because there are so many things that come into place, just like the Project 25 or whatever that's coming into place in the state of Mississippi. What is it?
It's Project 2025. But
2020. Okay, but listen, hold on.
okay, go ahead.
We have to read what everything entails in it. But if
Right,
you don't read it, you don't understand it. You just know it's going into place. And
right.
so anything political, when you're talking about the president, the senators, the governor, whoever it is, you have to read and understand what is actually going to happen or what's going to coincide. And people are not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what happening is it's just like the preacher. And I remember me asking my grandma, rest in peace, before she died. And I was like, when did you get into the Bible, grandmama? And she was like, the pastor wasn't that because I don't know how to read. I didn't know how to read. So I'm like, you can't around Bible that you ain't never read, and the pastor is deciphering it to you. And that's what's happening to us. We're getting a lot of our stuff from Democrats telling us how to think, telling us who to hate and who the antichrist and who is compared to the devil and this, and we run with it. We take everything somebody tell us and we run with it. We throw it out there. Oh, guess what? Donald Trump is the antichrist. If he get elected, we ain't gonna never be the same no more. Well, what happened the first time he get elected? I mean, we was the same. We ain't died. I mean, ain't nobody put us in no chains or nothing. We ain't had no war. We had good economy. We had low gas. We had low food. All that. So I mean, hey.
Somebody asked, "Are you a biting lover?" What is a biting lover?
I don't know. I'm still fascinated with his name. God hates people like you.
Like you people. Who are the
Yeah,
you people? But
I
God
don't know,
hates
but
the you people,
I'm
but
so
okay.
I'm so ready for the next, for the next what's name. I hope he ain't talking about me because no, he might be talking about Jay. Might be a biting lover. He
Jay
said,
said,
"Come
I
on."
studied all, including white people. I take the good and the bad and try to learn from everybody. White people, Jay said, white people know history repeats itself. We the only people out here thinking slavery can't happen again. Can't happen again. It never ended, but okay. A few southern states have already brought back Jim Crow laws. Here in Mississippi, we have new prejudice police forces, and we're leading our community back willing into the hands of the racists like Trump and Republican Party. Democrats are lesser of the two evils, periods.
Um, I think, I think, I think you don't realize how bad Jackson is, because whenever we start beating Atlanta on how many murders we have in a year, we needed help, man. And
We
to
need the
Capitol,
Lord like never before.
the folk Capitol Police came, man, these Jews were running raggedy, running lights, running, don't care about nothing, man. These folks started walking in stores with AR guns, with fold out guns, walking in stores with jogging pants on, like can't nobody see they got a gun in their jogging pants. I mean, these folks is wilding out. These folks going to a store to buy a cigar and a beer with five
Get
assault
the lights on like
five
it's a
assault
fire.
rifles, and you sit up here mad talking about white people that brung police up in here to what? Guess what? Most of them police that's over there, you got some white people. It's black police officers over there too. A lot of them. And then
Full of them.
they just hired my ex lawyer to be one of the prosecutors over there. So I can't really just jump on you there because you ain't doing enough research and seeing who they put in place. I would rather have police over here that care about something that can stop some of this stuff from going on right here than to let our city just run to hell. And that's how we looking like. We so worried about some being racist, we ain't even looking at what's right or wrong. Is we living right around him? Hell no. These folks wilding out here. And you can't tell me stuff ain't got better since they know it's a Capitol Police around here and regular police around here, and they ain't playing with them no more. Because they don't go do that shit in Matters. They don't go do that shit in Clinton. They don't go do that shit in Pearl. So when I was calling for these people to come help us, and and Bella, you remember when I was coming I was crying for people from Clinton and Madison and all that to send us some police to help us over here. And then the governor did it. Now we mad because they done sent a whole new police department.
And you
Because
straight was crying for. You were like, y'all come and help us. We need y'all
come
help.
help us. I said it over and over. Come help us.
You said
Man, we
it.
need help around here, man. We can't be sitting around here acting business is moving. I mean, business was steady moving out because it's lawlessness. It's like the wild, wild west up in Jackson, Mississippi. Come on, man.
Man,
You can't be serious, man, that
I'm
you think
telling you, the
it's
level
all
of
right.
things that people don't address in our own city is scary. It's scary because people are not even knowing. You have the not knowing what we're dealing with, and that's the scary
Okay.
part.
Okay. I knew you were gonna come he said he said no
No
name
name
has
has
nothing to do
nothing
with
to
it.
do with
He
you.
said Trump's for 2024 Black for Trump. Yeah. Yeah, that's the new movement, man. I mean, people don't even realize that you know, it's a new movement going on. I've been saying it on here, and it's a new movement, and we got to wake up. And because Democrats ain't done nothing for blacks. I mean, well, let me stop. They didn't gave us a lot, but helped us put our boots off our feet and get our own self off the feet and our welfare and all that. Man, all I done saying, do we ride around Jackson and see all the debris everywhere like it's World War III, the like 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 it was a civil war up in here or something? I mean, you go by the old what that is, shoot, the apartments down there. What's the apartment down there by the bridge? On by the train tracks. The apartments that towed down in Georgetown, right there.
Maple.
Yeah, Maple Street apartment. Look at Maple Street apartment area. Look at Capitol Street area up and down there where all these abandoned
That
houses
leads
all
into
over.
downtown Jackson.
Yeah, that lead all the way around here is abandoned house everywhere. You know why? Because don't know what about it want to stay beside these crazy folks all over here, parking across the grass, parking in your yard, coming across your yard to get in their yard. I mean, this stuff done got crazy, man. Then they look at you crazy, like you like, why is you in my yard? These folk crazy around here. And we need some police that care to get this thing together. You know what I'm saying? They done started paying our regular police more. In 2022, we was on our regular police was only getting $36,000 on the average, and now they up to $55,000 on the average. I mean, they had to start paying police, had to start getting better police, and that's the only way to keep police and keep crime down is to pay them. That's
And
the
then
only
they
way.
have to listen to the mayor who runs the city or orchestrated on his reviews. They
Right.
feel like because you're at a certain age, the mayor doesn't have a decision or doesn't have any knowledge, skills, or ability, but his KSA is better than those that was in office before because
Right.
it's not about family or friends or who you know. The mayor that the city of Jackson have, they need to start listening to this young man. This young man see because he know about the streets.
And
He know
then
about it, and he bringing what he see because he's a part of it.
but
But
see
they're
this
not listening to him, and they try and fight against this man simply because of his age. And that's not even fair to him, and
and
not even fair for the city of Jackson. Just listen to his reviews, the things he got and he want to bring to the city. I think it's important.
yeah.
Hear him
And
out.
I think the piggyback off that, he been traveling to other cities, other major cities, seeing how they
Learning,
learning
and
how
bringing it
to
back.
bring
They don't listen. They
different.
don't see that.
Yeah, because everybody, like I said, everybody want a patch on everything. You cannot patch this up when all this stuff. When he got in office, Maple Street was knocked down, and it's still knocked down. Ain't nothing there. And the store across the street falling and
It's
everything over
gone.
there. Yeah, they didn't clean that out. They ain't doing nothing but leaving empty spots all over Jackson. And you know who the only people that's buying up stuff in the Jackson is churches. And that ain't creating no jobs. All they're doing is draining more money from people's hands up out of there. That's all they're doing. They ain't creating nothing. All right, go ahead with that one. Oh, you can't read that one. Hold on. Biden is a racist. Do your homework. You watching too much of mainstream news, and that's what I be telling Jay and all these people sometimes. Do research. One thing I had on my thing a long time ago. You remember a long time ago when you first met me, I used to have this thing on there. Do your research on my page. I used to have do your research before you come at me. Do your research. And what I say all the time, the reason I got to this point because I was a Democrat and all this back in the day. The reason I got to this point is because people don't do their research. You know what I'm saying? You got to research how good this person is. What did they do? What did this other person do? Man, fuck how a joker talk. I want a person that gonna get stuff done. I want a person that want to put me first and want to put us first and not worried about countries over here, this and that and getting stuff in Mexico and all that and global stuff. Man, I want America back right. You know what I'm saying? And until we stop dipping our head in all kind of other stuff and get this stuff back together, where people don't realize Biden won't talk to a lot of our enemies. When Trump was in office, he went and talked to all our enemies. And that's why we ain't had no wars. He went over and he talked to the dude that was over North Korea. He went and talked to China. He went to talk to Putin. He went and talked. Ask Biden who he talked to. Nobody. His every now and then he'll talk to China. That's about it, because they still paying him money. And look it up, because it's a fact that his son get money from China. That part. All right, go ahead.
Jay said that's going to be the excuse of taking our rights. Then they're going to say it's safer and peaceful. Then all of a sudden, they're going to turn their power against us, and it's going to be too late.
Man, 4 years ain't going to do all that, man. 4 years ain't going to do all that. Man, we've been around here talking about people taking our rights for, 20 years? Ain't nobody taking our rights, man. It's all a game to scare you. You listen to mainstream media. They say, "Oh, if he get in office, he ain't gonna have no rights. He gonna be a dictator. He ain't gonna never leave office again." Man, stop it, man. Stop listening to these jokers just tell you anything. It's like mainstream media can just spew stuff out, and we just suck it in. Woo, what? He gonna do that? No, man. Come on, do your own research. Do your own research what he really support and stuff like that. Go ahead.
Jay said they don't do it in Clemson, Pearl, Madison, but you don't think they can stop it in Jackson? They don't care about Jackson. That's how they press ghettos. This is by design, not chance.
Okay. If they don't care about Jackson at all, why did they actually set up Capitol Police? You know why? And one reason they set up Capitol Police, because our goddamn police department got so sorry at one time that we couldn't even keep police here. They would come in here, get training, and run every city around here. And I done talked to police that went to Clinton and went to other places. They just said it was quicker and easier to get trained in here, do my 2 years, and then go over there and
Pass the test like a low ball school and
right.
get that paper and take it to the country. Peel a hatchet, Pocahontas,
And
and I
make
can
money.
be achievable.
Right. Shit. I mean, people don't even understand. Like that's why people come to Jackson State College. Not because they just give us the greatest education
Wait,
in the
hold
world.
on.
Now they got some good education. I'm not gonna do that. But listen, man, I went to Jackson State. I was around here and I talked to these people why they came to Jackson State. Oh, it's cheap as hell down there, but college is cheap. They can get the same degree down here, half the price. And that's why people down here in Jackson. And I'm keeping it real. And I'm keeping it all the way real. Because I went to Jackson State and I listened to the people tell me why they were down here. Yes. People coming all the way from Chicago, good old schools up there. Down here, they come down here to pay that half of tuition down here. Man, we got the
schools
cheapest
like
tuition
talking about
around.
in Chicago.
Hey, man. But I'm just saying that. Go
You
ahead.
got me. Read that one for me.
I'm like D Django. All my black Republicans like Sam Jack. Man, you know what makes so bad? See, that's what's wrong with us. See now we slanging mud. See, you know, when you sit up and say all black Republicans are like Samuel Jackson, so that's just not doing it justice. That ain't doing really, it ain't even doing you justice because it's saying that I can't sit here and talk to somebody that's different than me and show a level of respect. It's the same thing when you be out here and the gang bang going on and vice lords and gangsters had to actually talk to each other to calm some things down and a lot of incidents. And let me tell you something, when you lead with disrespect, you ain't gonna never get nothing handled. You ain't gonna never move forward to getting a peaceful situation. Because right now you coming out with disrespect because somebody ain't like you. Now they're Uncle Tom or or everything is fake. You know what I'm saying? Like this a movie. This is not a movie and this is not D Django. And best believe, if D Django was riding back there with old loud color what's his name? He'd have been strung up quicker than shit back there on one of them white phones back there. Don't you let no movie get you messed up like that shit happened in real life because that didn't happen in real life. And that do you a whole different thing because I remember the real movie when they said the real, just like the real Lone Ranger dude, he couldn't even come down in the South. He was doing all that up there when he got to the Texas gun line and stuff like that. He had to pass them slaves over to another to a white officer and let them take them down here to be served or be stood in front of a judge and this and that. So it's disingenuous that we can compare movies and all this, and that's why we living in this. And you know what makes it so bad? The same person that came out with fake news that all y'all try to accuse him of being fake. The same person that told you about fake news. Donald Trump was the first person that came out with fake news. I hear my boy JJ hollering fake news. I hear my boy Ruben hollering fake news. But y'all copycats off the same person that basically you're a Republican. Maybe you acting Republican, but act like you're going for Democrat. Because you sitting up here talking about fake news and everything is fake and none of this is real. What about how you believe everything about Donald Trump? That because you've been skewed and told fake news and you believe in it. But he the one came out with the whole thing about fake news. Okay, he said like Reagan started crack evidence. Reagan didn't start no crack evidence. The CIA and the other dude started the case. He just signed off on it. Yeah. They allow it to cause new the harm it would mainly affect the part of having proof that they design the bad areas in order show differences between neighborhoods. Let me tell you something.
But who
They
benefited from it?
they no, but what they did was they sold the crack to try to fund a war. That was that all about. It wasn't. They wasn't just trying. You think they were trying to make black people rich and this and that? That's why when you watched the movie what's the name when they went back and tried to take black people money by putting them in jail and taking their money and what's the name because Uh, you think they put something out here to get all these folks rich and start making money and start buying buildings? Because guess what? When these black men was out here selling crack and this and that, they were buying houses, homes, and buildings and all that stuff. And they was making moves and they were changing. Even though they was destroying some lives, they was changing their lives. You know what I'm saying? And and like I said, that whole crack epidemic, it was about the adorn what the war, gun trafficking, and all that kind of stuff too. So we got to really come at this thing, um because a lot of that after the crack epidemic started right there, it moved across the nation, and a lot of white people was on crack too. So it affected it because I'm gonna tell you when it first hit Jackson, you know, it wasn't a super whole lot of people, when I was looking at it, like the whole thing when we used to be in the hood, the people with the money used to come in there. Used to be white people coming in money with coming in the hood with money, and that's what most of us was dealing with, including you, Jay. Come on with it. Can you read that? I
Get
need
that
it.
to get that money our government took from us, that Biden sent to our state, it's supposed to get divided based on population, which we have the largest, but ended up the lowest amount. Biden sent a second check just for Jackson. The governor used a veto power to spend it to start a second police administration with the money Biden sent to help Jackson alone. Well,
So, did you think that second police administration helped us in it? I think a lot of people is happy Capitol Police is riding through here, not letting these dudes run rapid around the town without chasing them down, because our police had got to the point where we were just standing back, wasn't chasing nobody or nothing. So I still think the Capitol Police, even though we thought it was a super bad thing, was probably one of the best things that happened to Jackson, that reformed our real police, because once they seen how many people that Capitol Police was arresting, they had to get their shit together and start arresting some folks, or they would look too bad. What my boy said. He said, and send it back. Where where you can't save them all. Take look. I don't I'm not finna lie and say I like Tate, but you can't save them all. Tate is one of them folks that you know, I don't know what to say. He don't like Jackson, and Jackson don't like him. Tate is like that dude that you remember when the Jackson Leah, you remember when the Ku Klux Klan said they were gonna come through Jackson and they were gonna come down to the fair and open him a booth, and they realized about 2 seconds in coming in here there was a bad idea, and they said, nah, we ain't gonna do that one. That's how Tate kind of give me that same thing when I think about Tate. He ain't the best. He ain't the best. He ain't the best in the world. He remind you of somebody. Some ain't right about him, but he don't like Jackson. So I mean, when he talk about Jackson, I can understand that one. He said we was what did he say?
you tell me.
We was kings. Oh, kings. We was kings. Okay, we was kings.
I guess kings.
Yeah. What up, James in the house? Mr. Gaming. Okay. Um, He said, I remember Capitol Police let them march. Man, ain't no Capitol Police let them march, man. Capitol Police wasn't even the same Capitol Police back then, man. Y'all going to a whole different Capitol Police. Capitol Police was just what? Just a couple of people. It was about four guys. About four. Hey, Capitol Police back then was about four people that just really
They
hung
had
around
power. They had
and
power and they marched.
huh?
Capitol Police was just a few people and they marched.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's just like the old guards because that they when what year was that? I want them to give me the year because that was
Okay,
a
well,
long
Leon, look it
time.
up for him.
You gonna look it up? Look
I
it up.
said Leon. I asked Leon
Okay.
to look it up for me. Thank you.
Okay, watch this. When the last time Ku Klux Klan marched?
Oh, we ain't say that.
Hold on, let me see. He said last 3 years. No, no, no. When the last time Ku Klux Klan marched through Jackson, Mississippi? Let's see. He said they fired one of them. Now, what year? I wanna know the exact year, big dog, because that's why I be telling y'all to fact check, because y'all be on that, y'all be on that stuff sometimes. Yeah, yeah. Because when that dude Edgar, uh, what's his name was in jail or whatever, hell, I was next door to him, so I went that weekend too. In Malice. Let me see. Let me see. He said it funded more jobs to a predominantly white force to threaten and kill and misuse blacks. Um, that is probably an opinion than rather than facts because I didn't seen a lot of it's a lot of black capital men around now. This and that. He said, shit, same chief. He said, same chief. Yeah, I just want a year. He said, man, it's clear as night and day. I'm not parading the Democrats, but I'm not gonna ride with the devil just because he got a lot of nice stuff. I won't. I would like to borrow.
Oh, Lord.
and you know what? That let me know that you're a changed man. Because I remember a man that might have would have rode with the devil some years ago. So that just mean we some changed men because both of us was out here in the streets at one time. And I think saying that we wouldn't ride with the devil, I think all of us have. So, I think we can shoot it out there. You know what I'm saying? But the devil has touched all of us. Come on, go ahead.
Oh, Lord.
What you got at the bottom, man?
Man, what? Trump interview. His plan for taxes, tariffs, Jerome Powell, Bloomberg. There's a link. Check it out.
Yeah, and see, I'm coming with receipts. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming with receipts with a lot of stuff that Donald Trump has done for black people because we sometimes we don't do enough fact checking ourselves. So I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna throw this out there. How many black friends that Biden has? Have you ever heard of one? Have you ever heard of what? Did somebody come out and say they were black? Oh, I played golf with Biden, or me and him was road dogs. Back in the day, you always hear Biden lying, talking about, oh yeah, I was down there doing the slave thing and helping out, and I was marching and this and that. Have you ever seen Biden in any picture? Any marching picture? Just like they went back and caught old Jerry Jones in a picture way long time ago when he was doing something ain't got no business. You ever seen Joe Biden in any kind of good picture? Any picture he got with any person that was Martin Luther King or Jesse Jackson or
Did you
anybody?
say Martin Luther King?
Yeah, he older. He
I'm
older.
just, I just said, did you just
I
say
think.
Martin Luther
Let me
King?
see. How old Martin Luther King will be right now? Hold on a second.
It will be old enough for Biden, I know.
How old would Martin Luther King be if he was alive?
Oh Lord.
Na- na-
Dead. He'll be dead. That's what he'll be.
95. All right. 95. Okay. Biden is 81. So, I mean, he'll be 82 this year. So, 95, check that, 13 years, right? Yep. 13 years. So that means Biden was at least, when did Martin Luther King die? He was 30. Was he 30 or 32?
You just tell us you were looking up
Well,
everything.
I'm sitting up and I'm telling you you got to, sometimes you got to, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. He was 39. Take 13 years from 39.
And that's
Biden,
enough.
Biden was 26 years old. Come on, man. He was around when Martin Luther King was around. He was 26 years old. I'm just keeping it real right here. I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. I know him.
Chabu.
All right, come on with it.
So a President Trump supporter who goes by the name Michael the Black Man want people to know that there are black people who support
Donald Trump.
um,
Yeah, I say the rest. Boom, there go another one. Come on with it.
Biden lose support among black men.
And don't
And
forget to
that's the
like
link.
and share. Good.
I was just saying there's a link. If you
Yeah,
want it, look up. It's
yeah.
called research.
It's just showing like, you know, like they say, a lot of a lot of the men are leaders in the community, and men usually think different than ladies. So what's happening is Men think more logically, women think more emotionally. And now we got men that's following women lead that's says that's speaking doing more emotionally and ain't thinking logically when they think about uh, Donald Trump and Biden. Because I say this, instead of just saying Donald Trump a racist or the devil, tell me what Biden did for you. Tell me
Well, why
what.
have to be comparison if you're talking about Trump?
I mean, it's the whole thing. It's the whole thing about comparing. I mean, like, tell me,
If
tell
you're
me the
talking about
policies.
Trump, talk about
Hold on,
him.
watch this. Okay, I reframe it. Tell me the policies that Biden is proposed to be, redoing now. That's going to make it way better for us. This and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm listening to him mumbo jumbo every the last few uh, uh, this last few times that he been got on TV, and he be like, and I love everybody, but people don't love me. Biden is he told me that Donald Trump was vice president last time he was on there, and he introduced the other dude is Putin, and the man is acting out his mind. You know what makes it so bad? It don't matter. When we hate somebody, we don't even give a damn is the other person a better candidate. We just hate one person so bad that we'd rather go down with the sinking ship. We'd rather let a joker drive the plane that don't even know how to drive no more than to let somebody we hate and we know he the best driver around. You know what I'm saying? And that's how far we done came. Damn, we done came. Come on, last but not least, come on with it.
Take it for me.
Oh, okay. Let me see what's going on. The most loyal Trump official officially is actually a black woman, Mother Jones. There go the link. Mother Jones Politics 2019. There's a link on there so you can see. Don't forget to like and share. Um, what we trying to do over here is we just trying to wake people up to be able to choose and be able to discuss stuff without name slanging and disgrading someone else. Because like I say, I'm just basing stuff off the facts. If anybody watched that 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 beat down at the that candidate, what they call that thing again?
Debate.
Debate. If anybody watched that debate and actually said Biden won, it just that's when they be talking about how the boxing matches be rigged because ain't no way you seen it. Ain't no way this man beat this man up all the hell, and you steady talking about, oh, the other dude won. Yes, he won. And he was over here, man. But that's how we is. When we roll for somebody, we don't care if they right or wrong, long as they roll. That's why we in the problems we is now. That's why Black America can't step up because we steady want instead of wanting our city to be better and trying to do whatever it takes to get our city better, we would rather rot. The city of Jackson, Mississippi, is rotten from in out. And if we don't go ahead and pull the bullets out of this thing and pull all this stuff and start patching it up and trying to make it better where people can actually come out their house again. People can't be scared to let their kids play on the outside because Joker running lights and running through the neighborhood 70 mile per hour down. I mean, Let me tell you something. We've been lawless in this for too long. I'm gonna tell you, ever since COVID started, that's when the lawlessness stopped. When people start coughing or whatever, and they could get out a ticket and stuff like that, and the police start pulling them over because they were scared they gonna catch it or whatever. We got into a place where lawlessness started, and we haven't got out of it yet because the kids under there was raised under laws, and they were raised when people wasn't pulling them over, checking their driver's license, and they got comfortable. They said, "Oh, we can do what we want to do," but we starting to realize you can't. It's a different day, and it's a different time, and we actually got to be different. We got to be better, and we got to stop acting like we some thugs around here, and we got to act like we regular people. I mean, we done got so bad about just nothing. I don't even see people wearing hairnets no more. You go in the food place, these folks get their whole hair out. No gloves, just playing around in your food and everything. I gotta eat in all the time man, cause it ain't got bad out here. I don't see how y'all eat out no more, and these folks, playing with themselves, playing in your food. You know what I'm saying? And all this stuff. These folk weird now, man. Hey, you want a person with 8 different colors in your hair in their head, fixing your food, talking and hollering and being ghetto, and I mean, it's just like this what it is. You got Madison is like a Chick-fil-A, and Jackson is like a Popeye. And you got nice people. You can go and see nice people everywhere. And they even if they being fake, hey, hello, how you doing, and all that. And then you got Jackson. What the fuck you want? What you need? You got ghetto at its finest. I mean, they don't care if they work. I don't care about the job. Man, what? Fire me. I am the boss. Oh, you thought that I'm the one that hire people here. It's just bad. It's just bad. The town has become a corrupt entity, and it's bad. And how they say the blind leading the blind. That's what the hell going on in Jackson. The blind leading the blind, including my nigga Jay, that think that he's sitting up here saying, "Oh, I just hate everything around us." So why you don't hate shit that's going on in Jackson? Why you don't hate this shit that's going on in Jackson? Why you don't hate these motherfuckers that running through 4-5 lights and crashing into people that's just they light on green? I mean, damn, all they is guilty of is driving on green. People coming a half a football field away trying to make a light that's already turned red. And we watching this. We go out there and we driving, and it's sad that when the light turn green, we gotta look both ways before we drive because we know some fool might be going 100 miles per hour coming through here. I just don't see it. I don't see how we don't see it. I don't see how the town can be this bad and we don't care. We just don't care. And then when somebody act like they want to care, want to help you, then you be like, "No, we don't want y'all help. We need some." Can we agree that Jackson police at one time felt like they didn't care? Hell, they was out all smoking weed, all in Madison getting arrested. You remember that? They was all at the airport getting weed off the plane. Yeah, JPD. Yeah. Same people that y'all, oh yeah, the JPD, yeah. JPD, same one right now when I was filming and watching them folk do donuts up and down Mega Ellis. Same people. And then when Capitol come through there and flag people down and drag them down and arrest them now, oh, what's wrong? What's wrong with Jackson? Oh, they just being too rough. You even got it there, and I hate to say it, my boy Stokes, he all right, but sometimes you got to let the police, you got to let the convicts know they don't run to jail,
Mm.
and that's the problem. The bad people think they run Jackson, and until you get, remember I used to talk about our cop cars. I used to talk about the color. If we just had some better color cars, we probably had lower crime. Our cop cars look like yellow belly, like they don't want to stop no crime. They look like little Ubers around here. I mean, it just shows you how much respect, just that little time that Capitol Police did, how much respect people got for Capitol Police than they got for JPD. JPD tried to get their respect back up when Capitol Police came in with respect.
Yeah.
We just said, funny you say that. He said, I tell you when I see you, bet next time we play pool, let me know, man. Let me know, because we going to go and have it, boy. We be talking, see, that's what I'm talking about. Now, this is good. Even though we disagree on a lot of stuff, we have great conversations because we grown men. We don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? We don't slang like that. We just slang ideas back and forth. And that's the only way we're going to get past this, too. We got to slang good ideas back and forth and try to change for the better. We can't be looking at politicians to run our life. We can't be looking at this. We can't look at this and say, oh, whatever going on with this going to change all our life. You know, the best people in the world is people that make stuff happen. And they don't care who in office or whatever, they going to make stuff happen. That's called go-getters. You know what I'm saying? And go-getters keep on rolling between what's name. It might be a little hard for the go-getters here, but they're going to keep on rolling. It might get easier here with somebody else in office or somebody else was not, just like with Capitol people. It's probably easier for people to go around and pick up rent and be safe and get out their cars and don't worry about people running them over at lights and stuff like that. Because you know what? When let me tell you something. When Capitol Police pull back up in a lot, people have a little more respect for them than they do JPD. Because JPD riding around with the lights on, want you to see them because they don't want to do their job. They just want you to see them. They ain't out here trying to catch you. They just want you to stop while they looking. They ain't trying to catch you. Capitol pulling up in toners and what's name, they want to catch you. They say, come on, try me. You know what I'm saying? Until your regular JPD get to the point where they say try me, which they done got better now. I give credit when credit is due. I done seen regular police stepping up, pulling folks over, this and that. You know what I'm saying? And I give them the credit when credit is due. So how we say, like and share, and we'll be here next Tuesday at 9 p.m. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Trying to get it together. And if I ruffled any feathers, I hope we be all right. And I hope we can still get a good conversation going on next week. Same thing. We'll have another hot subject for you next week. Don't forget to like and share. And hey,
Subscribe.
and we love you. See y'all later. I gotta play my. We up out of here.
Trip all big splash, baby, you can see
We'll
it.
see you next Tuesday at 9 o'clock. Peace out. Peace out. See you later.
Strong.